Hi, I'm Tom Hintz, owner of NewWoodworker.com, and this is I Get Email number 7. Here we go again. This first fellow is one of the mental giants on one of the forums that usually gives me a hard time on the forum, but every now and then he sends the crazier stuff to me in an email. This time he took exception to my review of my SawStop table saw. This thing. He said, only the people who actually own the SawStop like it. Everybody else hates it, and there are way more of them. How can you argue with logic like that? This email said, how can I wire my table saw so that it runs backwards? I answered, why would you want to make a table saw run backwards? He said he wanted to hold a diamond board against the back of the teeth on his table saw blade to sharpen it. I've actually heard of people saying this before. I replied, first, this would be way too dangerous to be worth it. Second, I don't think you can wire a normal motor to run backwards reliably. The second reason shouldn't matter much anyway because of the first. He shot back, you're the biggest idiot in woodworking. I answered, well, I like to say that you're the first one to call me an idiot, but you're not. But thanks for the exchange of emails, because now I got a good case for being number 2 in the stupid category. This fellow fears that I'm doing something to control his computer because a couple of the banners on my site, they're animated GIF banners, change while he's watching them. And he writes, I've noticed that you're controlling part of my computer when I am on your site. I was not touching the keyboard at all, and pictures were changing in the ads. I know I was not doing this, and he wrote that twice for some reason. So it is you, and I want you to stop whatever you're doing with my computer, or I will report you to the internet people. I almost asked for the phone number of those internet people, but thought I would try something else because he's likely to be watching this response. Put your hand on the hat that you see on the screen down in the corner. Okay, lift your hand up. I get emails from companies in the Far East pretty often. And when they try and write in American, it doesn't come out right, and sometimes it's pretty funny. This one says, Dear Sir, a nice day with a smiley face, too many colons in it. I know you're in business of saw blade for wood. I Gus, G-U-S-S, and it's odd to find a misspelling like that because he's usually come from a translation program. That you may be interested in our products. Let me introduce my company briefly. We are, and I won't give their name, a circle saw manufacturer in China. We have about 400 people and 27 years history. We are near Shanghai City, China. If you want to know more, please ask for our catalog or see our website. Really to hear from you, thanks, kind regards, and this fellow's name. Now that's funny, but I kept thinking, now what if I would try and answer the email? So I thought we'd try that. Please tell me if this is saying something bad. This fellow says, I have no idea how you keep your cool when reading and responding to the dumb emails you get. I think you probably get mean email from even a smaller group of people like the goofballs on a couple of forums that I see hating your site. How do you do it? I replied, I just think about the huge majority of people sending legitimate reasoned questions and making nice comments. Then they don't get belligerent to anybody, and not even me. And then after that, I tell those other guys to go and have a nice day. This fellow just let fly right from the start saying, I watched you put down everyone that emails you in these videos, and all I got to say is that you are in a hole. But they won't let me call you that on the forum because it's a 4-letter word. Letter is L-E-T-E-R, by the way. I answered, I got nothing. He replied, what do you mean? And I answered, see? And he hasn't emailed back. This guy's a little odd in one of these videos because he's a nice guy, and his point didn't come off the way he meant it. His email said, when you did your part 2 of the SawStop review, I just knew that one of the lunatics that email you would say something like, Tom cut his wiener. But so far, nothing. Aren't you proud and surprised that no one has put something like that in an email? I answered, I was proud, but then your email came and you did it. He replied, I don't suppose I can beg you for to get my email, can I? And I said, nope, it's done. He answered, and I get email 7. I said, yep.